You solve quadratic inequalities correctly, but the interval notation is incorrect. In this video, we will explain how to write interval notation step by step using quadratic inequalities. By the end of this video, you will know how to identify solution intervals, convert inequalities to interval notation, and use parentheses and brackets correctly. Let's start. Example 1. Let's say we already solved the quadratic inequality and got this result: x is less than -2, or x is greater than 3. Now the question is, how do we write this in interval notation? Interval notation is just a compact way of describing regions on a number line. We take the left side interval and the right side interval. Then we combine them using the union symbol. First interval. X is less than -2. This means all values to the left of -2. We write from -infinity to -2. We use parenthesis because infinity is not a reachable number. It only shows that the values go on forever. We also use parenthesis at -2 because it is not included in the solution. Next interval, x is greater than 3. This means all values to the right of 3. We write from 3 to infinity. Again, we use parenthesis because x is greater than 3. 3 is not included in the solution. Next, since the solution has two separate parts, we combine them using the union symbol. So the final answer is from -infinity to -2 union, from 3 to infinity. Example 2. After solving, the result is this: x is greater than or equal to 1, and x is less than or equal to 4. What is the interval notation? Let's interpret the meaning. Since x is greater than or equal to 1, and x is less than or equal to 4, it means that x is between 1 and 4, and both endpoints are included. So it is a single continuous interval. This is the interval notation. We use brackets because 1 and 4 are included in the solution. Here's a simple rule. Use parentheses when the inequality is less than or greater than. It means the endpoint is not included. Use brackets when the inequality is less than or greater than or equal. It means the endpoint is included. And that's it. Now you know how to write interval notation for quadratic inequalities. If you understand this, quadratic inequalities become much easier. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching.